today, and I can't really get into details on that at this
Can you
point.
say was Ashley found today and the baby found yesterday? Can you tell us
Yeah,
which were found what days?
Baby was found yesterday, and Miss Bush was found today.
How close were they to each other in proximity?
I don't think we want to get into that. I think that's going to be an investigative detail that's going to become important later.
Can you say whether, I guess, they cut the baby out or?
We don't want to get into that at this point for investigative reasons. It's still ongoing, and so facts have to be developed. But clearly the baby was not found with the mother.
Do you know what was used to kill both Ashley and the baby?
At this point, what I can say for the mother is we believe at this point investigation leads us to believe that it was a gunshot wound.
Yes.
And so I think beyond that, that's all we can say now.
There's autopsies that will be conducted, and there'll be official reports on that at some point. But like the prosecutor said, we believe the manner of death certainly is probably going to be gun-related.
Nathan, do you think that each of the two suspects should be charged with 2 counts of murder?
Yeah, well, in Arkansas, if you kill a pregnant woman, then you can be charged with 2 counts of murder. So certainly in the state of Arkansas, I would charge them with 2 counts of homicide. Now, that's all going to have to be worked out jurisdictionally. And it could be, the fact could be that multiple different jurisdictions can bring charges in this case. So if the facts develop as in a way that justifies bringing charges here in Benton County, we would charge in that fact pattern for 2 murders, because you can in the state of Arkansas do that.
Was there any evidence, can y'all say, that there was an effort to keep the baby alive?
I don't know that. I don't know those details.
So why is Jamie being charged? I know Amber is the one that
Sure.
the fiance has talked about. Why is Jamie being charged?
Well, at this point, law enforcement have reason to believe that both of them were involved in this crime. And obviously, as the facts play out and the investigation continues, we'll know the extent of that involvement for both of them. But evidence is at this point that there was reason to hold both of them for charges.
When will they be in court?
I'm not sure in federal court in Missouri when they will appear, but I'm sure that will be relatively soon. They'll have to make a bond decision soon.
So they're in Bentonville County Jail?
Yes.
Do you know if they died in Arkansas or in Missouri?
We're still determining that. I think the investigation will lead us there. That's obviously going to be a very important detail in how the case gets charged. At this point, we know that the bodies were found in the state of Missouri. The investigation will help us know exactly where the deaths occurred.
And when do you, the jurisdiction races, when do you expect that to be worked out?
Well, I know that in conversations I've had today, I expect to have phone calls and visit with federal prosecutors in both Arkansas and Missouri in the next several days. And so that may not be a decision we make in reports take longer, sometimes a few weeks to, a couple months to get a formal report.
Typically, a homicide investigation will get moved to the front
Yeah.
in most cases.
Yeah, we'll have initial reports fairly quickly. Formal reports will come later.
Can you guys confirm any of that they met on social media and a job interview or so? Is there
Yeah.
anything that you guys can confirm about the fiance story?
Yeah, so basically what I know now, based on the information that we know now, I think that is accurate, that it was a meeting online and that it was a job interview that Ashley believed that she was going to. I can confirm that's what the evidence tells us now. Now, what's important to remember is that this is still early, right? We have an obligation to tell the public what we know at this point so they can know that we have unfortunately found them and they were murdered. Based on the evidence we know now. But it is ongoing, and so facts can change, or our understanding of what the facts are can change based on the investigation. But as I stand here now, I believe that's accurate, that she did believe that she was going to meet someone for help with a job interview.
And has there been what happened, because I know she was dropped off for the interview in the morning and she was, seen in the afternoon. Any evidence of what might have happened in between those hours?
I don't
We're
know.
still sorting through that. We have a lot of facts and information. So it will take us a little while to figure out exactly what happened and where.
And I should also point out, too, saying that people have been arrested for a crime, I also have to point out that they are innocent until proven guilty. So an arrest is not proof of guilt. That will be weighed out in a court of law.
Do you know if there was a struggle?
I don't.
What would you like to tell people who, like this could happen to anyone?
Yeah.
And, you can trust people, but, at the end of the day, things
Well,
happen.
like what Nathan was saying, there's evil in our world, and this is a safe place to live, but that doesn't mean evil can't happen here. You should always be vigilant and make sure that you're taking care of your loved ones and yourself, and meeting strangers that you've met online at any aspect is dangerous in itself when you don't know who they are. So we just advise people to be very cautious on people you don't know, regardless of what you're meeting them for.
We appreciate everybody coming out. I
Thank
know
you.
that there's a lot of questions that everybody has, and hopefully there'll be more information to share in the near future. But feel free to ask questions at a later date. If we do get more information that we can share, certainly we will, but thank you for coming out.
Thank you.
Can I get started?
Yeah, I think it really helped that we had, from both angles.